Welcome back to the Curiosity Wiki channel, the place where you will find the most interesting curiosities and everything you need to know to have a successful life. Hey, if you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the Curiosity Wiki YouTube channel. Activate the bell to be the first to see the new videos. During the COVID block, this headline went viral. Nearly half of men say they do most of their education at home. 3% of women agree. We bring this up not to debate who's right, but because it's a great example of something called egocentric bias. Most people think they do most of the work. For example, the researchers asked authors of multi-authored papers what percentage of the work they did personally, and when they added up the percentages, the amount averaged 140%. When couples are asked to estimate how many percent of household chores are done by them, the combined total is almost always over 100%. Now you might think this is because people want to appear more helpful than they actually are, but it's not. When you ask couples what percentage of fights are started by them, or how much of the mess is theirs, the total is again over 100. People think they do more work, but they also think they cause more problems. Why is this happening? We believe this. You experience and remember clearly everything you do, but not everything others do, so you naturally overestimate your own contributions and underestimate others. And we believe this bias causes us to underestimate the influence of other things in our lives, such as the role luck plays in our success. Take hockey players, for example. If you ask a professional hockey player how they made it, they might mention hard work, determination, good coaches, parents' willingness to get up at 5 a.m., and so on. But he probably won't admit how lucky he was to be born in January. What? Don't you understand what we mean here? Well, find out that 40% of hockey players drafted in the top leagues are born in the first quarter of the year, compared to only 10% who are born in the fourth quarter. An early birthday can make you up to 4 times more likely to become a professional hockey player. The explanation is that the deadline for children's hockey leagues is January 1st. Those born in the early part of the year are a little older, and therefore bigger and faster than children born at the end of the year. As they grow, this difference should reduce to 0, but it doesn't. That's because firstborns spend more time on the ice and participate in more tournaments, where they get better training and improve their skills. And these advantages are seen year after year. So sometimes when we talk about professional hockey players, the birthdays are heavily skewed towards the beginning of the year. But do any professional hockey players feel grateful for their birthday? Probably not. And we are all like that, largely unaware of the lucky events that sustain our success. Probably the most important piece of luck many of us enjoy is being born in a prosperous country. About half of the variation in income received by people around the world can be explained by the country of residence and income distribution in that country. If you were born in Burundi, for example, which has the lowest gross national income per capita in the world, at just $730 a year, it doesn't matter how smart or hardworking you are, you're unlikely to earn much as an adult. People think it's either skill or luck that leads to success, but the truth is you need both. Take these 8 athletics world records as an example. All the athletes who set these records are clearly world-class, extremely dedicated and talented. Now, all of these athletes had the ability to win a gold medal, but setting the world record took a bit of luck. The importance of luck increases like this. The more candidates apply for a single place, the more the importance of luck increases. Consider the latest class of NASA astronauts. Out of more than 18,300 applicants in 2017, only 11 were selected and graduated from the astronaut training program. When competition is fierce, being talented and hardworking is important, but it's not enough to guarantee success. You also need to take a chance. For the most part, I think we're unaware of our luck. Because, by definition, it's not something we made. Just like the chores your life partner does, it's not appreciated. And here's the crazy thing, downplaying the importance of random events can actually improve your likelihood of success. If you really want to do something but you think about how hard and long the road is to get there, well, that greatly reduces your chances of success. So, it is a useful illusion to believe that you are in complete control of your destiny. There may be another benefit of overlooking your lucky chances, which is that it makes it easier to justify your place in society. If you have a lot of wealth or power, you can put it all down to your intelligence, effort, and perseverance. This makes it easier to accept inequality. In one experiment, participants were put into groups of 3 in small rooms to discuss a complex moral problem, and one person from each group was randomly assigned to be the team leader. Half an hour later, the experimenter came up with 3 cookies for each team. So who got the cake? In each case, it went to the team leader. Even though they had no special skills, they had no extra responsibilities, and had got their position just by chance. Once you achieve a certain status, it seems natural to feel you deserve it, and all the other good things that come your way. Now, this is just an anecdote, but whenever someone gets promoted at work, they start behaving very badly. They act so entitled and rude. And research has found evidence of this. In another experiment, participants were asked to think of a good thing that had happened to them recently. Then a group was asked to list the personal qualities or actions that made that good thing happen. Another group was asked to list external factors, beyond their control, that led to the event. And one group was simply asked to list the reasons why that good thing happened. Now, for completing this task, participants were told they would be paid $1, but at the end they were given the option of donating some or all of the money to a charity. The results showed that those who listed their personal attributes contributed 25% less than those who listed external factors that did not depend on them. Now, think about what all this means for people in our society, especially people in positions of power, such as business leaders and politicians. No doubt most of them are talented and hardworking, but they have also been luckier than most. And, like most of us, they don't realize how lucky they are. And this gives them a distorted view of reality. They live in a kind of survivor's bias. All these leaders worked hard and eventually succeeded, so to them the world seems fair. In their experience, it rewards hard work, but what they don't have is the experience of all the people who have worked hard and failed. So what are they to do with people who have been less successful than them? Well, the natural conclusion is that they just have to be less talented or less industrious, and that prospect makes them less inclined to be generous to give back. And they are the ones who set the rules for how society operates. And this is particularly unfortunate, because one of the main ways many of us are fortunate is in our country of residence. But what is a country? Apart from the things put there by the people who went before. Roads and schools, public transport, emergency services, clean air and water, all make up a country. It seems a cruel trick of our psychology that successful people, without any malice, will attribute their success largely to their own hard work and ingenuity, and will therefore contribute less to maintaining the circumstances that made that success possible. The good news is that recognizing our fortunate circumstances not only brings us closer to reality, it also makes us better. In a study, people had to read a transcript of a 60-minute interview with a biotech entrepreneur. Experimenters tried to change only the last paragraph, in which the interviewee talks about the reasons for his company's success. In one version, the entrepreneur takes personal credit for his success, but in the other, he says that luck played a significant role. People who read the good luck version of the transcript judged the entrepreneur as more considerate and thought they would be more likely to be close friends with him than those who read the other version of the transcript. And awareness of lucky events can also make us happier, because it allows us to feel gratitude. Initially, we wanted to make this video just to say that circumstances and psychology conspire to make us unaware of our own good fortune. This causes successful people to see the world as fair, and those less successful than them as less talented or less hardworking. And that's before we consider any discrimination or prejudice. But it's also obvious that we should be talking about what you need to do if you want to succeed in such a world, and we think the best advice is paradoxical. First of all, you have to believe that you are in total control of your destiny, and that your success comes down to your own talent and hard work. But secondly, you need to know that this is not true for you or anyone else. So you need to remember, if you manage to achieve success, that luck has played a significant role. And, because of luck, you should do everything you can to enhance the luck of others. Thank you for watching this Curiosity Wiki video. If you like our video, do not forget to subscribe, like and share.